Hello children, how are you? I hope that everybody are fine and safe at home. This is your Saubhagya Madam and once again I am back with another session of your new topic, that is our lesson 4. So children, what is our lesson 4? What do animals eat? So children, we are discussing about the plant life and also the animal life, and now we are discussing about what kind of food does the animals eat. So before we go into the lesson, let us discuss few points. So children, everybody loves to eat food. So human beings are evolved animals, and these evolved animals also eat food. The scientists are proving that the human beings have evolved, or they have arisen from the animals. So children, in this topic we are learning our ancestors, that is the animals, and what kind of food does they eat. So children, we will see an example. We will start with a nice example. See, at home we have pet dogs. Yes, we are growing some pet dogs. So what does this dog do? If you keep a bowl of milk to the dog, what it will do? First it will come and sniff it. Yes, what it will do? It will sniff. What is the sniffing called? Sniffing is nothing but, yes, the dogs will sniff. So first it will sniff and identify what it is eating, and then it will go and drink some milk. If for the same dog I throw a ball, so what does that do? Does it eat it? No. It will just either catch it with its mouth, or if it is going somewhere, it will go and catch the ball back and bring it to the owner. Yes children? Okay. If I throw a twig at the dog, what does it do? It will just smell it or sniff it and leave it. Why? Because it is a piece of branch or a tree bark, so it doesn't eat. So children, what do you observe by looking at this? What do you think? Yes, we have observed that animals have some sense of smelling, and by smelling it, it is trying to identify its food material. Yes children? So the animals use, especially the dogs, use the sense of smelling to identify the food material. Okay. So children, in our surrounding we have different birds. Yes. So if you put some grains to the birds, how do they eat? The birds just watch those grains and they will perch with the beak. See? By using its beak, they will eat the food grains. Yes children? Okay. If you see that the birds, they search the food and they will eat the food. Next, if you see the small ants, even the small ants also, they search the food and they will eat the food. If you find a tiger or a lion, these are wild animals. So what they will do? They will wait for the prey to come and they will catch or kill the prey and they will eat. So children, every animal have a different variety of eating habit. Yes? Okay. So now, let me ask you one question. Do all the animals eat the same kind of food? Do all the animals eat the same kind of food? Definitely no. Some animals depend on other animals for the food. Yes? Like the wild animals. The tiger eats a deer or a rabbit or a fox. Yes children? Okay. Some animals depend on plants as food. For example, the domestic animals which we grow at our home, like the cow, the goat, the giraffe which is there in the jungle, but these are the animals which depend upon plants for their food. Okay. And there are few animals which can eat both the plants and as well as animals. For example, crow. If you see a crow, it will eat both the grains and also it will eat small little worms which it can find in the sand. And we human beings, we also depend upon animals for the food and also on plants for the food. So children, depending upon the eating habits of the animals, depending upon the eating habits of the animals are categorized into 3 types. Okay children, the animals are categorized into 3 types. What are the 3 types? 3 types based on eating habits. Based on eating habits. Okay. So what are the 3 kinds of or 3 types of animals? First one, herbivores. Herbivores. So children, I think you have learned about them in your lower classes. So what are herbs? Herbs are nothing but plants. So the herbivores are the animals that depend upon plants. They eat plants as their food. Such animals are called as herbivores. The animals which depend upon plants for their food are called as herbivores. Okay children, we'll see the examples. Examples like cow, deer, buffalo, goat, elephant, etc. and so on. Yes. So there are many other animals which feed upon the plants for their food. Okay. Now we'll see the second type. The animals which depend upon other animals for food are called as carnivores. Carnivores. Very good. So children, what are carnivores? The animals which depend upon other animals. Okay. So which can eat other animals are called as carnivores. Okay, we'll see the examples. The examples are tiger, lion, cheetah, fox, so on. Yes? So all these are the different, generally the wild animals depend upon the other animals. So those are called as carnivores. Okay, what is the third type of animal? What is the third type? The animals which can eat both plants and animals. Those are called as omnivores. What are those children? Omnivores. So they depend upon plants and also animals for their food. Example, humans. Why? Because we are also a kind of animals. Okay. Humans, crow, and so on. Okay, children. So, based on the type of food they are eating or the eating habits, the animals are divided into 3 types: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores are simply called as plant eaters. They depend upon plants. Carnivores, they depend upon other animals. Okay, it is opposite of herbivores. Here they eat plants, here they depend upon other animals. Okay, and the third category is omnivores. These kind of animals eat both plants and animals. Have you understood, children? Very good. So children, we were talking about the eating habits of the food. Now, let us discuss in what. So children, up to now we were discussing about the different eating habits on how the animals are divided based upon the eating habits. So children, if the animals have to gather the food and eat, either it could be a herbivore, carnivore or omnivore, they should have some senses working to identify the food. So finding food. So if an animal have to find food, it have to use some techniques to find the food. Now let us see what are the techniques that the animals use. They have to track, some animals have to track the food, and some animals they have to collect the food and eat. Some animals have to grab the food and eat, and some animals have to hunt and eat. So this hunting we know very well. Like animals like lions, tigers, leopards, all these animals try to hunt other animals. They try to hunt other kind of animals and they will eat it. See, if a tiger have to eat some food, it will wait for the animal and hunt the animal. Yes, children? I know you have understood this hunting technique. So now we will see what are the different ways in which the animals are collecting the food. So we will talk about the first one, the tracking. How the animals are going to track. For tracking the food, tracking means just to identify the food ante. అంటే ట్రాక్ చేయడం అంటే ఇది ఏంటి, ఈ ఫుడ్ ఏంటి అనేది వాళ్ళు ట్రాక్ చేస్తున్నారు అనమాట. సో ఫర్ దిస్ ట్రాకింగ్ టెక్నిక్ they uses their senses. So children, we are having senses, yes? We have a sense of seeing, touching, feeling, yes? In the same way, the animals also have the same senses. The 5 sense organs which work in our body, the animals also use the same kind of senses. See, what are the senses they are using? They use the sense of smell. They use the sense of sight. Sight means seeing. They use the sense of hearing. They use the sense of taste and also touch. Okay, children. So all these senses play an important role for identifying the kind of food they have to eat. See, if the smelling sense have to be, this is mostly seen in the dogs and cats. These dogs and cats have the sensing of smell and they will sense through the food by smelling. The dog will do like that. Yes? Have you ever seen the dog and cat sniffing? Like that. They will sniff it. They will sniff the food material to identify what it is. Either it is a food or it is a waste material or it is an eatable, something like that. Okay. Now sight. See children, if you see a vulture, the vulture will fly very high in the sky. They fly at very higher altitudes. From there, the vulture have a capacity of seeing very tiny animal down on the ground. Okay, children. See how the sense of sight is working. It is flying high above in the sky and it can sense a very small prey. For example, a small chick. It can see the chick from that height and it can come to the ground and it will catch the chick and carry it away. Okay, see how in what way the sense has been used by these vultures. Okay, the hearing sense. The hearing sense, for example, like bats, gabbilalu, bats. So these bats are nocturnal animals. These cannot see anything in the daylight. So they can only search for the food during the night time. Okay, they can nicely see. So during the morning time, in what way they can find the food? These bats have a special technique called as ultrasonic sounds. Okay, they produce these ultrasonic sounds to identify their prey. Okay, children. The sound waves which are produced by the bats can make them sense the food material or the prey that they have to eat. They can guess the distance, దగ్గరగా ఉందా దూరంగా ఉందా, just by sending the sound waves. See what an extraordinary character these bats are having. So children, some animals like dogs, the vultures and the bats, they have special methods of searching their food for their eating. Okay, children. And now, I want to say an example. There is an animal like, it is an insect. The insect is called as skater insect. Skater. Skater. So you can see, the skating means, you know how you will use your roller skaters. Yes. In the same way, the skater, the insect, it is almost like a light pale grey color. This will be found on the surface of the water. The skater insect always floats on the water, and what it will do? It will slowly identify any insects which are present in the water surface, and it will eat. See, I'll read it for you. The pond skater, an insect which feeds on other insects. So it is feeding on other insects, means it is a carnivore. It detects ripples produced by water, that is made by other insects. See, if you touch the water, you can see the ripples. Yes, alaluga vastunda avuna. So the skater insect will sense, means it is using its touching ability to sense the ripples. By seeing the ripples, it can identify something is there. So by using its sense of touch, the skater insect eats other insects. Okay, children. So by these methods, the different kinds of animals use their senses like smelling, sighing, hearing, tasting and touch. By using all these sense organs or the senses, they will track the food. వాటికి ఆహారం ఎక్కడ దొరుకుతుంది, అనేవి ఈ సెన్సెస్ ద్వారా అవి తెలుసుకొని చక్కగా ఆహారాన్ని తింటూ ఉంటున్నాయి. Either it could be a herbivore, either it could be a carnivore, or either it could be a omnivore. Okay, children. Now we will go to the second set of finding food. That is called as collection. Okay, children. So children, I hope that you have understood what are the fooding habits of different animals, and also based upon their fooding habits, how many times the animals have been divided. So children, I'll give you a few questions here and I want you to answer them. Okay, children. See, we are having different methods of finding the food. Even the same kind of animals have different eating habits. See, like they may belong to the same category like carnivores. Both the animals may belong to the carnivores, but their eating habits may different. Okay, children. So think about a few examples on your own and see in your surroundings and identify what are the different eating habits that you see, and also in what way or by using what technique, either by sniffing or collecting or searching or hunting, or on what basis the animals are collecting the food. I hope children you have understood this video, and we will see further in our further videos. That's all for this video. Before I end this video, I want to say a few points. See, children, reading textbook plays a very important role in learning anything, especially our science. So science is a valuable subject which have to be inculcated with the living nature. So we are learning everything from the nature. So children, see, watch, observe and then come to a conclusion and then do your homework. If you are having textbooks, please do read the textbook part and follow the videos very carefully and do the homework which is given at the back. Okay, children, stay home and stay safe. Thank you. Okay, children, see, this is the homework which I am giving for you to do. So what is the first question? What are the different groups into which animals are divided based on their eating habits? So children, we have discussed what are the eating habits of the animals. On basing on the eating habits and what kind of food they are eating, the animals are divided, right? So think about this and write in your book. And the second question, list out the ways in which animals eat their food. So children, we have seen different animals eating in different ways. See, for example, a dog licks. Yes. So in the same way, there are other animals. Take few examples of the animals and identify in what way they are eating. Okay, in what way they are eating, and list out the answers for these two questions. And also I'll give you one more tabular form, and do fill the tabular form with I have given 6 examples, and you can take another 6 examples along with that and fill the tabular form. Okay children.